Hey everyone, welcome back to Scott's No Grid. Now I've got a new toy to show you and hopefully give you a quick look over, and that is the MaxWatt 8000IS inverter generator. Now for those that have seen the previous video, I did a video on the MaxWatt 9000IS generator. Been running absolutely perfect for 12 months. This is our full first winter out here, so we've found that we've been using the generator a lot more than we thought we would. Like today's been okay, but that's just towards the end of the day. Most of the last 2 weeks has just been thick grey cloud with about 5 to 10 kilowatt hours of solar total, right? So I've been using the generator. Now I did an update video for this one down here, and had exhaust problems. Essentially, generator still works perfectly, but the exhaust just basically sheared itself apart, right? So I've been running it without a muffler for a while, and it's been annoying me. Then to go and get it fixed, I'd have to take it to a workshop to go and get it properly fixed. Then realized, geez, what are we going to do? We can't get through the day with the solar that we have at the moment, and I don't want to be without a generator just in case, especially because I travel for work quite a bit. So I want the family to be able to obviously not run out of power. So I thought, well, we do need a spare. We do need a backup. So this is reverting to our backup power. So if anything goes wrong with the new one, it means we can roll it out and we'll be without generator for a couple of minutes while we switch it over, right? So it's more for that just in case. Now I do have 2 MaxWatts here, no affiliation, all my own cash. So honest review, this one's been running for about 3 days now. I got it from mygenerator.com, which I was actually surprised. .com.au, sorry. I was actually surprised they had it to me free delivery within 24 hours of the purchase, which was pretty cool. So let's have a look at this thing, and it's pretty damn cool. A lot better. So it's about double the price of this. They're both about the same power output, except the 8000IS has about 500 watts more max power, but they've both got the same continuous running power. So let's have a bit of a gander over this thing. All right, this is the MaxWatt 8000IS generator. It's actually a really tidy little package. Obviously this is it sitting next to the MaxWatt 9000IS. They're both 2-wire start, which is why I got it. We can see the model number down here. And it's obviously its capabilities. We've got a 26-litre fuel tank, quite a bit smaller than the 40-litre one from over there, but from the little bit that I've run it, this 26 litres pretty much runs for the same time as that 40 litres does. So it is very, very cool. We've got the pull start here. I have loosened the things here, so I'll take this off and show you what's inside. It's actually very, very neat. We've got around here, we've got the 15 amp plug. We've also got a 32 amp plug as well, both with their own breakers. We've got the 12 volt DC with its own circuit breaker and USB, which I'll probably never ever use. We've got the 2-wire start control. Obviously if that's enabled, then it only starts by 2-wire control. Obviously it's got the low idle, so this is the adjustable speed. Essentially, I don't know why it's called low idle. It's actually mentioned as something else in the paper, in the manual. But it's an eco control, that's it, it's called eco. But essentially on off, off means it runs at the same RPM all the time. On means that it will adjust RPM based on the load, which is pretty cool. This can be paralleled, again, another reason for getting it, meaning I can get another one, parallel them together and actually have double the power, etc. Nice fuel on off, obviously the main on off switch. That we can switch it on and off, and we can start the engine with that. I do love the new data center LED display. It actually shows the kilowatts that it's putting out, the voltage, the frequency, how many hours. So you can see it's been running for 11 hours there now, and obviously it's not putting out any, it's not actually on, but even if it was on, you still wouldn't see any power there. Now, one of the gotchas I got for setting this up is reading the manual. Obviously this comes without oil in it. The manual says it takes 400 mils of oil. I put 400 mils in, it looked like it was all right. I tried to start it and it wouldn't start. And so this is a good thing, is in that if it does detect low oil, it will not start. It started for like 2 seconds and then turned off, and then I couldn't start it again until I topped up the oil. It actually took about 800 before it would turn on. So just something to keep in mind, that the manual is wrong for that. Now, it comes with a whole bunch of cool shit. It actually came with oil, the MaxWatt oil. I don't know if this is semi-synthetic, synthetic, mineral, I have no idea. I'd actually already bought oil anyway, fully synthetic stuff, so I didn't use this, so it's off to the side. It came with the nice little oil filler, and I'll show you why it's sort of shaped like that in a bit. We've got a whole bunch of different things within this. Let's have a look. Let's grab them out. That's for the 12 volt DC connector. We've got one of these as well, so you can plug up. That's a 15 amp connector. It also, while we're on connectors, does come, and this is where it's sitting, does come with this as well, which I've wired up to use at the moment very temporarily until the other stuff arrives to connect it into, which is very cool. And last but not least, second last, the 2-wire start connector. So that's where you will wire in your 2-wire start and plug it into here. And then a little toolbox, which is just for the spark plug spanner. And it does come with, and I have probably lost it, I have, obviously the manuals and stuff, but it does come with screwdriver as well, which I've misplaced. So nice little thing. I actually wasn't expecting it to come with the, because it doesn't say that it includes the 32 amp connector or the oil. So I went and bought all those again, so unfortunately that's all right. Now let's have a look in here. We'll look at this one, which is the battery side of the fence first. Let's take that off. I've already removed the screws. Now that's actually, sorry, that's another gripe other than the oil. It takes these hex screws to take these covers off, but it comes with a screwdriver that swaps around from Phillips to flathead, and it comes with a spark plug spanner, but it doesn't come with a tool to be able to undo these. So you need to, you obviously need your own tool to be able to undo those. Anyway, just a minor thing. The battery itself too, now I completely understand why it's the case. It isn't connected on the neutral when it arrived, and all the starting manual and quick start guide and everything else, there is zero mention of connecting the battery. So I was sitting out here going, why isn't this thing turning on? Try to pull start it. It started for 2 seconds and turned off because the oil was too low, and then wouldn't start again, and I couldn't figure out why. And I went, hang on, let's actually check the battery, and yeah, it was disconnected. So that's another one disconnected. We can see in here, we've obviously got our spark plug, our carburetor, everything in there, air intake. It's a very nice little package in here, and that's a lithium battery too, very cool, not a crappy little sealed lead acid. And down here you have, this is actually in 2 sections. So you got the first section here. Now I believe this is where you're meant to, so there's a bit of spilled oil here, meant to change the oil, which is why that oil filler is at a weird shape, so you can sit it in like that basically. It really doesn't work very well like that. You should take the whole thing off, as I found out, which is fine. Now you can take this out, otherwise it's a little bit annoying, but let's take this off. Just gets stuck on the exhaust bit. There it is. All right, so we can see in here we got the exhaust and muffler, nice little, obviously heat shielded within there with the rubber seal that seals onto the inside of that. We've got our air intake, is it? Or it's something. Actually, no, air intake's on the other side. I actually don't know what that is. Anyway, it's got that there, and again, that seals down the center. We've got that oil filler here, and everything else. So it's a nice little package that's in here. It's got the wheel lock there, so you can stop it from rolling away. It's got the 4 wheels, which has actually been really cool. Let's put this together and give it a bit of a start up. All right. Now that the sides are all on, let's give it a bit of a start. It comes with the same things I had on the 9000IS. Key start, push start, 2-wire start. All works the same. See it run. It's nice and quiet. Awesome. And last but not least, it has got a fantastic handle to push it with, that stays up too, unless you undo it there and push it back down. Awesome. Well, look, hope you enjoyed. We'll see how this goes. It's only got 11 hours on it, unlike this one that's got 500 hours on it, or thereabouts. As I said, been running it the last couple of nights. It's been great. And anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'll do an update on this after it hits about 100 hours in its first service, make sure everything's all good. But so far, so good. Pretty nice. I do like the inverters over the open frames, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, until next time, stay safe. See you, bye.